We know that y equals x squared looks like this. In this video, we're going to investigate what happens when you stick a number in front of the x squared. So for example, 7x squared or negative 5x squared. What happens when you stick a number in front of the x squared? So the normal y equals x squared looks like this. Because when it's, let's say 1, 2, 3, 2 squared would be 4, so this would be 4. 3 squared would be 9, not to scale. 0 squared would be 0. Let's look at negative 2. Negative 2 squared would be positive 2, not to scale. So it looks like this. But what happens when you have, let's say, y equals, when you stick a number in front of the x squared? So now let's investigate what happens when you have a 2 here. So normally, let's look at 3. 3 squared is 9, but when you times by this extra 2, when you have this extra 2, it becomes 18. So normally it's 9, now it becomes 18, all the way up here. Let's look what happens when it's 2. Hang on. So normally y equals 2x squared. When it's 2, you put 2 into here. 2 squared will be 4. So normally it's 4. But now you times 2, it becomes 8 somewhere here. So it was up, when it's 3, it's up here. When it's 2, it's here. So you know it's going to look like something like this. Let's look what happens when it's 0. Normally y equals x squared looks like this. It would be 0. But when you have a 2 in there, 0 squared would be 0. Times 2 would be 0. So this remains stationary, it stays still. Let's look what happens when it's 1. So 1, normally y equals x squared. 1 squared would be 1. So normally it's here. But when you have a 2 here, 1 squared would be 1 times 2. Normally it's here. Now you times 2, it becomes 2. So it will look like this. Now you can use the same argument for the negative side, and it will look something like this. So basically, you sticking the number 2 in front of the x squared just makes it steeper. If you put a 3 in front of the x squared, it will make it even steeper because normally this is 8. If you times 3, it would just make it even bigger. And then if you put a 4 in front of it, it would be even steeper. Okay.